What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to get started on disassembly for the Mustang. Welcome back. Last episode we focused on putting on this 1993 Cervini Cobra kit. This kit included the bumper, the spoiler, the side ground effects, front fender extensions, and the grill insert. I have not put in the grill insert yet. I'm going to wait until the bumper is off the car, paint that bumper, and then I'll put the grill insert in. But otherwise, got the kit bolted up, fit up. Had a little issues on the driver's side with alignment. Everything looks good. So I am going to move on to the next phase of this project, which is going to be disassembly. I'm going to get underneath, take off the exhaust and some other miscellaneous items, and then we can move on to take both fenders off, take the bumper cover off. I don't want to damage anything when I'm pulling this engine out. I don't want to get any more dents than I already have in there. So that's going to be the subject of this video. Jack stands, everything I need set up, get the car jacked up, and we'll start the disassembly process. All right, real quick before I start the disassembly, I'm going to show you guys the exhaust setup on this car. So it has the On3 turbo kit. So you got a single pipe coming out of the turbo, and then it moves into this little Y pipe, and it's got the dump on it. So if you wanted to run like a cutout or something, you just take this cover off, and you pretty much got a dump. Then it goes back and it Y's off, and then I've got, I believe they're 2.5-inch Cooks mufflers. It's like a straight through muffler. Sounded pretty awesome on the car. Wasn't very loud. I like my stuff loud, so it wasn't quite loud enough. I don't know what I'm going to do on the exhaust setup with the twin turbo. Throwing around the idea of running straight pipes, but I also don't really care for the sound of straight pipes, so I don't know what. Here we go. Shop Dog is back. Bronco, what do you think? What should I do with the exhaust setup, man? You don't know. Here's Ziggy. What's up, Zig? We got Ziggy and Bronco. So anyway, back to the car. So I'm going to start down here and remove the exhaust. The tailpipes are 2.5-inch Flowmaster tailpipes that come with their basic catback kit. Doing the back half of the car, doing the coilover setup and everything, I don't believe a lot of people have run tailpipes with mini tubs, rear coilovers, and a panhard bar. It's going to be pretty hard to get 3-inch exhaust back there. So I really want to do tailpipes because the Cobra bumper has the little cutouts for the tailpipes on it. I'm probably going to have to do a custom setup, weld it up myself. But that is my goal, to have full exhaust on this car all the way out to the rear bumper. That's the plan. We shall see. This 347 is getting out of there. We're ripping this thing out. Can't decide what I'm going to go with. I'm torn between a Coyote and a big inch Windsor 400 plus cubes. I don't know what I'm going to do. But we're doing 2 turbos. Yay! Check this out. At this point in the video, Bronco has done more work than I have. Look how dirty he's gotten. And this dog is getting after it. Look at him. All right, guys, I know you didn't come here to hear me yapping, so I'm going to put the camera down and get to work. All right, guys, quick little update. I got the exhaust system off. So this is part of the On3 turbo kit. This flange here connects to the downpipe coming off the turbo. Here's that block off plate I was talking about earlier. Goes into the Y. So it's 3-inch pipe, Y's off into twin 2.5-inch pipe. Mid pipes, there's the 2 Cooks mufflers and 2 Flowmaster 2.5-inch tailpipes. These were GT tailpipes, so you can see they got the turn down right there with the Cobra bumper in the back. That'll be straight out exhaust, no turn downs. Cobra cars, LX cars, they got the straight exhaust right under the back bumper. So the exhaust is off. I'm gonna move up front here and work on getting this front bumper off. Once I get that off, we'll pull the fenders and then we start disassembling the engine. All right guys, quick rundown on this front bumper real quick. I'm gonna show you what's involved with taking this off. So you got your marker lights, headlights, side marker lights. You can reach down in there, unplug the bulbs, undo the harnesses, both sides. When you pull the front bumper off, the fog lights are gonna stay. They're on their separate brackets that are bolted to the actual car. They're not even mounted to the bumper. In here, where the front bumper cover meets the fender, there's gonna be, I know you're not gonna be able to see this, but there's hardware up here. There's studs that go through the fender, nuts on this side. You gotta take those off. If you look down inside, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it, but there's more bolts down in there I gotta get to. It's very difficult to get to if you got bigger hands and stuff. You're gonna scratch the hell out of them. It's hard to get to. But that's what I'm gonna do, pull that off. These brackets here that hold the bumper to the core support, those have to be unbolted. Same on this side. I'm gonna get started, get it off. Guys, there's one more spot I forgot to tell you about. These front fender extensions that I put on. These are part of the 93 Cervini's Cobra kit. These fender extensions have a plate with 2 studs coming out that go into the bumper cover. Nuts on this, nuts are on this side. So when I was putting that on, I don't know if you saw the other video, you got to reach up in there, 2 nuts right there. That'll separate the fender extension from the bumper cover. And then also one of the hidden fasteners that a lot of people forget about, right down in here. So this bracket, metal bracket right here, is bolted to the core support, and then off the header panel of the bumper cover, you can see that plastic piece coming out. There's a nut right there that's got to come off. A lot of people forget about these and they go yanking the bumper and they can't figure out why it won't come off. But there's one of those brackets on both sides. Okay, I'm down here taking this bumper cover off and I can get a shot and show you guys what I'm talking about. So this stud here, and there's one more right above it, and that's what holds the front fender extension on. Those 2 nuts got to come off. And if you look up inside, there's a stud up here. I've already got the nut off of that one. There's another one right there. And then the last studs are right there up at the top of the fender. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but those are already all off. This is the passenger side. I'm going to move over to the driver's side and get the same hardware off on that side. All right guys, quick update on the progress of what we got going on so far. Got the ground effects back off. I had to take those off in order to get to the bottom fender bolt. So you're gonna have 1 bolt there for the front fender. You're gonna have a bolt right behind the door right here. You're gonna have this fender brace right here. This is gonna come out, and then you got 1, 2, 3 bolts at the top of the fender. Driver's side is gonna be the same. Take those bolts off, take the fenders off, and I'm gonna set them over there in my sawhorses. what the car looks with the front clip off. Get down in there, you can see the on-3 turbo kit. There's a blow-off valve there, piping to the intercooler. Right there's the hot side coming right down there by the steering rack. That crosses over to the passenger side, teams up over there, and goes into the bottom of the turbo. So next video, we're gonna focus on taking more of the engine components out of here, getting that stuff out, getting the engine ready to pull out of the car. I think I'm gonna call this video good for tonight. Okay, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, give me a subscribe, because you're not gonna wanna miss a single episode. See you on the next one.